Hi Aquarius, welcome to Hattie's Hierophant. I am your tarot reader and I hope you are doing well, my beloved. Welcome to Scorpio season. I hope it is going well for you so far and I pray that it continues to go well for you. Listen, I pulled a few extra cards from some of my most delicious decks last month and I enjoyed it so much and I hope you did too, that I want to continue doing it. And the first card I pulled for us is from the Chakra deck. And we have that of meditation. This particular energy is that of our crown chakra. And it's right at the crown of our head, and it is a bright light. Focus on that light and have it cleanse your entire body, going through all your auras, touching them like spirit would touch them to cleanse them and bless them. Now, this is one that is encouraging meditation for you, Aquarius. And I know some of us struggle with that. It doesn't have to be this big ritual. It could be just a matter of going for a walk. It can be while you're doing yoga, while you're doing dishes, whatever that time is, to where your spirit is humming and beating to a certain drum that calls on your spirit guides to assist you. We have the numbers 3 and 2, and that's a 5. And 5s are all about that uncomfortable change. It also requires activity. It requires us to do something, right? And we're going to go over that because I'm seeing so many different things for you. I'm seeing that we're working through some struggles. We're working through our dreams and our ambitions. And there's something that kind of got us stuck there for a little bit. And we're going to talk about it. So for this reading and for the month of November, my Aquarius, let's focus on that bright light at our crown chakra. I am going to upload some videos, really simple, dimple, explaining that in more detail. So perhaps during your meditation, you can grab some of that information and it can assist you with that. We are going to start with I was going to start with your general reading, but I'm being called to all of your cards from your ancestral deck. You are the first sign who I'm doing all of the ancestral cards. Now this particular deck I want to show you is this one right here. It is so delicious and juicy. You know, as soon as I start bringing it into my presence, my ancestors show right up. Like I can feel them on my back right now. Like, girl, we got you. And then I feel them coming for you, Aquarius. Like, we got Aquarius too, right? And the first card, I don't know what that was. I am a gangster tarot reader. Okay, anyway, the first card we have for you is that of the shaman. And interestingly enough, Spirit has asked us, Aquarius, to focus on our crown chakra. And that crown chakra is going to help you get closer to Spirit. It's going to bring you inner peace. It's going to help you get to your dreams. It's going to help you understand your dreams and how to transform them into the 3D. I stumble a lot, Aquarius, you know me. And this shaman, his energy goes back and forth through Spirit to help you with your messages from your spirit guides, from your ancestors. And Spirit is asking you to call on this shaman to help you turn those dreams into reality. And then we have that of the drum. And this goes along with your meditation. And it goes with the shaman. You see, because this comes from the shaman ways. In order for them to call on Spirit, in order for them to get and meditate in that realm, they would start a drum beat, right? They would start a drum beat to where it was almost hypnotic. And perhaps this is something that you can do too. Perhaps if you're new to meditating, you're new to meditation, perhaps Google or figure out a sound that just kind of starts getting you in that mode of relaxation for you to connect to Spirit. Here on the card, it says dream and journey. This is going to help you interpret those dreams while you're in that meditative state. Okay? I know you felt it right there. All right, so I'm not going to do all three. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So now we're going to get on with your general reading. I am using a brand new deck, and it is called the Modern Witch. The illustration is just absolutely fabulous. It's cute, and I love it so much. And some of the meanings are a little bit different, although it's similar to the Rider deck. And the first card you have, and this is the center of your reading, and is that of the Five of Wands. So you can see how they all have their wands nice and high. And it started off as a little, let's just play around. And then somebody hits a little too hard. And so then you swing and you hit them a little harder too. So now it's not just a friendly competition. Now it's like a beat down because it went too far, right? So again, with this being the center of your reading, right, we have another 5. We had your meditative energy there, which is also a 5. That means, Aquarius, that there is something we need to change and we have to physically do it, right? Let's see if we can figure out what that is here as we go along. We are going to go into your moon energy, and this is where your emotions are. This is where you have conversations with spirit. This is also where we can manifest things. And we have here the 9 of Wands, being at defense, being ready to fight. The 6 of Cups, an encouragement to focus on family and friends in a loving way, right? And then the 9 of Pentacles. This is that energy of I am feeling myself, okay? I want to gift myself. I want to wine and dine myself, right? It's interesting, when I was meditating on this energy, I feel like that there is something or someone we're involved with that is taking up our time so much that it's kind of had us take a step back from our hopes and dreams that we started like mid-year. I don't even say mid-year. I'm feeling like you started something February, March, maybe a little beginning of April, right? That you started something there, you were going gung-ho, you were going all the way, and perhaps you met someone, or perhaps you had gotten into an intimate relationship, and you're like, this feels good, and it kind of got you off your path. And I'm almost feeling like family members kind of saw this, and they're like, okay, Aquarius, look, you had us convinced that you were going to do this thing. We were sold. We were rooting for you. And then all of a sudden, you met Harry over here. And what happened? All of a sudden, you started, getting into this other thing that we noticed too. And it's making us feel like, what's going on? That's the energy I'm getting here. And I feel like with this 9 of Wands that, the gig is up. You know what I mean? So I feel like it has been going on for the last 9 months. So if you take 9 months away from, where we are today, right? And perhaps it's now 7, 8, 9 months, right? Like I said, I feel like that's where we started. And then something happened to where whatever this shift was, whomever this person was, whatever this new activity is, right? That kind of shifted us. You had to kind of defend it, month by month or week by week, or every time it came up, like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not seeing that person. No, they're not taking up my time. Mind your business. Like, that's how I felt. Like, you were very defensive and you were ready to fight. And there were times to where it was just like, hey, how you doing? It's like, what do you mean how I'm doing? It's like, okay, Aquarius, I just, all right. Right? It made you a little bit extra on the defense, because at the end of the day, Aquarius, you knew it was right. And you kind of took it like, you know what? I've been working. I've been struggling. I've been trying to do the best I can for everyone, including myself. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take care of me. So it's almost like you got with this person, or you start doing this thing. You start getting into this activity because you felt like this is my self-care. Right? And honey, self-care is good, but it has to be balanced, right? I love me some Twinkies, baby, but I can't eat the whole box. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now let's go into your sun energy. Okay, now let's go into your sun energy, and your sun energy is your ego. This is where you show up in the world. Also, if you have an ascending Aquarius, this may also make sense to you as well, because this is how people probably see you. And I have that of the Chariot and of the Devil energy, and that of the Page of Cups. I don't know why, but this energy right here just feels like, this feels like a good friend. This feels like, you know, someone new who just popped into your life. It feels like new ideas that are just popping, you know, into your mind scope. So first, let's talk about this Chariot energy that's in your ego energy. I know you see that crown at the top of her head and how it points up towards spirit, towards source. And spirit has already said, hey, Aquarius, connect to me. Connect to me, right? Connect to me, connect to me. I feel like that you are beaten to that drum, like whatever was calling to you. You were on that frequency, you were on that ride, you were going down that path, and then something here just got you off balance. But as we can see, my Aquarius, we're getting back on balance, because that's what this Chariot is. She has on her leather jacket, right? She has her wand in her hand because she means business, right? She understands, like, look, yeah, all right, I did those things. That's what happened. Now I'm going to dust myself off. You're right. I'm right. Let me get it together and let me move forward. And that's what this energy is. Now, this energy also, in this particular corner, pardon me, in this particular corner, sometimes I pick up on what you are manifesting or what it is you're thinking about. And I feel like, Aquarius, like you want to be back in this energy. It's almost like you're starting to recognize, like, yep, I kind of got off track there. I kind of took a pause, right? And now you're learning that, look, I can do both things. You know, I can have this relationship and still do what I'm going to do. Like, I don't have to spend all my time in this relationship. You know, I can do this activity, but, you know, I don't have to eat the whole box of Twinkies, right? It's like you're starting to understand that. At least it's something that we are focusing on. So number one, I like that this is a major arcana. So I feel like this energy is really going to bring you all through the rest of the year and part of the new year as well. This is also Cancer energy as well. So perhaps you're dealing with a Cancer, or perhaps there's a Cancer that, and Cancer is very, you know, mothery, nurturing, loving sort of energy, right? And perhaps there was a Cancer that kind of said, hey, baby, look, I see you, and I'm saying this because I love you, and I know you want this thing to pop off. I know you want this thing to jump off, and by the way, we need you. Maybe you need to figure out how you can balance all this stuff out. And I feel like that either someone said something to you, or you had this feeling of perhaps someone who has passed, and you said they wouldn't want me to go out like this, right? There's something here to where you feel like you don't want to let mom down, you don't want to let auntie down, you don't want to let that old girlfriend down who supported you and had your back and loaned you the money when no one else would, right? It's that kind of energy. So this is Capricorn energy. We also have that of the Devil energy, right? And this, would showing up in your ego, in your sun, is interesting, because I feel like we're moving past this. Some of you are still stuck in this position. You're still stuck in that relationship to where, you know, the intimate part is just so good that you can't let it go. Some of you are stuck into that, you know, I'm seeing some of us like too much, right? It's almost like you feel like, no, I'm functioning, it's still working out, but you're not. It's hindering your connection to spirit, right? You know what I mean? Because it's putting you in an altered energy to where you can't receive downloads. Those ideas aren't coming as quickly and as fast as you want. And I'm being told that if we let this go, right? Because it's not him who's enticing you. He gets a bad rap, really, because all he does is exist. And he throws little crumbs of things and desires you know, like power, fame, money, sex, right? He throws them out there like little seeds. And we water them with our ego and our desires and our greed. And then we go and we say, you know what, I'm gonna put this chain right on here because this seems like a nice place. He never even leaves that chair. That's powerful, right? Again, and perhaps we're dealing with a Capricorn as well. Okay, my dear. Should I say that? Okay. All right. You know what? Let's get on with the show. And then this Page of Cups. So what I like about this showing up in your ego energy, because I feel like there's certain Aquarians that you're going to stay here, right? Up to you, right? That's that wonderful, beautiful, delicious, quenching thing about free will. You know, it's up to you, right? But some of us, and you know, and perhaps we're being inspired by someone new who has come into our life. This energy just feels so carefree, and it just feels so new, and it just feels so innocent, and it just feels so like, hey Aquarius, wow, is this your notebook? Great ideas. And then they walk off and you're like, oh my gosh, I just needed that spark, right? I needed this perfect stranger who knew nothing about me to reintroduce me to me, you know? Now let's go into your immediate present. So this is where it's getting good. This is where I'm like feeling this wave that's gonna come over you of snapping back, right? And we have this of the Seven of Cups, and this Seven of Cups in this deck isn't like the Seven of Cups in the Rider-Waite. This Seven of Cups is like, these are your hopes and dreams, and all of them are lovely. But Spirit is saying like, look, yes, these are your dreams. If you want to get here, we need to clear some space, right? And this energy of the drum, and it says here, dream and journey, right? The message that comes with this energy as well is dreams do come true. But we need to get our stuff together. We need to get back and reorganize. And all seven may not come true this year or next year or the year after. But if you keep it in your dream scope, right? And you are here with Spirit, and you're like, I want to move forward. And if you're here with Spirit, and that means right now, look at her on the motorcycle. I'm sorry, this is your other card in your immediate present. Spirit is saying, let's do it, let's go, get up, get off the couch, get out the bed, you know, stop lollygagging with the bottle of wine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop eating the box of Twinkies. You know, here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to pull your last card that's in your ancestral deck. This energy, like I'm getting the chills right now. His energy is so powerful. And it's that of the Knight. Like, just rest there for a minute. Look at his face, and you may not see it here, but he has a tear that's coming down his face. Because through his journeys and through his battles, he has made a commitment. What commitment have you made? And through this commitment, he's lost friends, he's lost family. Because he had to move where his heart took him, where his integrity took him, where his beliefs took him. He couldn't stretch from them. And Aquarius, perhaps that's how come you had to take a break, because you know what? I'm tired of being so different and opposite from everybody. I'm tired of always being the one who's the rebel and so different. I want it to be like everybody else. So you know what? I took a break from being me. How did that make you feel, Aquarius? Be brave and honest with yourself. Spirit is there for you. They got your back. That's what those roses represent. Right? That's how come they're there, to represent all the love you have that's backing you up. Even if your friends and family don't, Spirit does. Right? Okay. I don't think I want those. Yeah. All right, so now we are going to expand on your moon energy. Okay. See what's going on there for you. Well, apparently I didn't straighten these out like I should have. All right, we have some fire energy, earth. You know, I've been feeling a lot of earth energy with you, and it's interesting. I haven't been feeling a lot of air energy as I speak. Oh, there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I'm going to take a little sip of my tea. All right, my love, I expanded on that of the Nine of Wands. We have that of the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So, and because this is coupled with the Nine of Wands, right? I was slipping out of my chair. I'm so sorry. I know that looked aggressive. And because we expanded on that Knight of Wands in our defending our little break from ourselves, right? What I love is now in spirit. Spirit is giving you like this restart, right? Because that's a page of Pentacles. It's giving you this restart. And it's saying, okay, Aquarius, now you have all the information. How are you going to deal with this now? Now that you've come to the realization that it was holding you back a little bit, when you come to the realization that we love the authentic you, we love that you are different, we love that you beat to a different drum, we love that you are the rebel, right? What you gonna do about it? That's what the Two of Pentacles is. And really, this is really encouraging. This is encouraging, like you don't have to give up all these things, right? You don't have to give up on this thing that you have brought into your life that is pretty much just kind of taking your attention away, right? It hasn't consumed you, it's just taking your attention. Just balance it. Just know that, like, okay, it has been taking some of my attention. How can I figure this out, right? That's it. Nothing major. When I expand on the Nine of Pentacles, I get that of the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. Whew. This energy here, could you imagine the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords? With the Nine of Pentacles, who has come down on you, Aquarius? Who has come down on you? And they're like, you know what? We love that you over here living your best life, but pull it together. So perhaps this was a mother-father kind of energy that kind of saw it. And again, perhaps this is energy that that you remember who have raised you, who raised you right? And you're like, you know what, I can't go out like this. I feel that energy too. But I also feel this energy of, because these typically represent people, but because in your moon energy, I feel like this is spirit giving you this energy. It's giving you that charismatic energy. Also giving you that ability to cipher, you know, to be honest with yourself, to seek the truth, to be authentic. And if you're going to be authentically the Queen of Wands, she's different. She's the most different queen out of them all. Normally, when you go see the queen, she's probably sitting by herself and she's loving it. She's not lonely. She likes it like that because she likes to watch all of you. She loves to see the glory. She loves to see how happy you are. She likes to pinpoint the ones who aren't and say, hey, come see me. That's why she likes to be alone, because she wants to focus on the people that she cares about. Right? She wants to focus. Now, when I expand on that Six of Cups, you have that of the Five of Wands. Yes, another five, my love. It would just, I feel like we just need to just get some truth, right? Because let's talk about this Five of Swords before we move on, right? See the characters here. Perhaps you'll win the battle. Perhaps you'll win the battle, right? Perhaps you'll get your point across. But did you really win? Right? Because now they're going off like, gosh, Aquarius, you didn't have to come at us like that. So don't overcorrect. You know what I mean? Don't overcorrect. And even those people that you kind of was like, you know, mind your business, get out of my business. Perhaps they walked away like, okay, Aquarius, you don't have to tell us twice. We're backing up, right? Because this is an action energy, perhaps we need to go see about those two folks in the back there. Lay down your sword a little bit and go say, you know what? I was a jerk. Right? Or perhaps this is vice versa, right? Because this is all about energy. This is all about energy. Now, when I expand on that Six of Cups, we have that of the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands and the Lovers, right? Perhaps we need to go back and say, my bad. Can we start over? And that's what the Lovers card is all about. It's about making a decision to love, to show love. And it also represents that of Gemini, and Gemini represents that of communication. Let's talk it out. This is in your spirit energy. It's also with your Six of Cups. It perhaps may be with family members whom we kind of shunned and whom we kind of took for granted. And we're like, you know what? I can talk to you in any old kind of way. You're just my brother. You're just my sister. You're just my auntie, whatever the case. And in the heat of the moment, you felt like you were protecting your self-care, right? And now that the dust is kind of cleared and you're kind of like, perhaps I just overdid the touch. Yeah. I just want to expand on that a little bit. Yeah. You don't have to carry that burden. So it's the Ten of Wands. You don't have to carry that burden of what was said and when it was said. All you have to do is talk about it, and you're gonna have that Ace of Wands. You're gonna have this new fresh start. They're gonna be like, all right, Aquarius, I got you. Interesting, my dear. Interesting. All right, Crystal. So, my darling, I expanded on that Chariot. So I feel like some of us are dealing with a Capricorn, or some of us are, because you are partly ruled by Saturn as well, my dear Aquarius, right? And Saturn is all about creating boundaries. And frankly, that's what the Devil card is too. The Devil card is about challenging you on creating boundaries. So you're not here. This is not a nice place to be. It's a prison. You become a prisoner to that, right? To that thing that you feel like you can't live without, that makes you feel so good, right? And Saturn is saying, like, look, we don't have to be here. We don't. It's just a matter of balance. And if you decide that I'm going to move forward out of this, I'm going to connect with Spirit and Source, take these downloads and finish what I started. You get a do-over. We start a new cycle. You're not stuck, Aquarius. And I expanded on that Page of Cups. Oh, yummy, delicious. We had that of the Queen of Cups at the Scorpion energy, that of the Ten of Cups, fantastic, and that of the Ace of Cups, what? So whatever was done and said, honey, it doesn't matter. They love you so doggone much. Like, come on, Aquarius. We knew you was just going through something. Let's go. So this is, happy life, right? And that Ace of Cups is overflowing of love. How you show love is how you love yourself. And then we have that most nurturing queen of the Queen of Cups. I love this energy. You see, I'm smiling ear to ear. It makes me feel good. And then you have it here with the Page of Cups. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Could also be a spark of a new relationship, right? Could also be a spark of an additional baby is what I'm seeing. Perhaps we are going to be like, oh, here. And I feel like it's an additional child. So I know that's very specific. But I saw that right away. So if you already have a child or children, I feel like another one is on the way. I feel like you're going to hear about that soon. Or I feel like that it happened during Scorpio season, and perhaps you'll find that out at the beginning of the year. So very specific, I know. All right. And perhaps that's how come we keep getting, Capricorn energy. That's the end of December, beginning of January. Perhaps we'll find out that news there. So there's that. So I expanded on our initial Devil energy. We got that of the Hermit. And we got that of the Four of Pentacles. And we got another Five of Wands here in your immediate, here in your ego energy. So I feel like you couldn't really see all those. So, Hermit, Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands. if we want stability, if we want to create boundaries, right? If we want to create, what's the word I'm looking for? Peace. If we want to create peace, there's the Hermit, right? I feel like we need to sit down with ourselves, because a hermit, that is the counselor that you know best. Right here, right here. This is having a chit chat with Aquarius and saying, hey, what was my part? What did I do to mess this up? And obviously, Aquarius, whatever it is, it doesn't matter at the big scheme of things. Because the folks that care about you, it's almost like, okay, we were just waiting for you to come and, okay, let's start where we left off. We just have to communicate it. And if you don't know how to communicate it, I don't know how else I can say this, or how many times I can say this. It's going to start here, right? We're getting fives everywhere, and Spirit's like, move. I need you to move. And I know it feels uncomfortable, right? Because, I feel like we're coming with a little embarrassment. We're coming with a little bit of shame. But I feel like, because I keep getting this energy of the Knight, because this Knight, in his life, he is shamed, he is shunned, he is made to feel small, because he does stand for certain things and he won't do certain things. So people think he's strange, right? What does that mean to you, Aquarius? Because I can't quite figure it out 100%. Spirit just said it's not meant for you to figure out. It's meant for Aquarius to figure out. And there's that. All right, my dear. Oh my. I normally don't read tarot upside down, but I'm being called to say, yes, read that for Aquarius just like that. So I expanded on that Seven of Cups, right? Which flanks your Five of Wands, which was the center of your reading. And we have that of the Four of Cups, the Page of Wands, and that of the King of Cups. So for sure, we're going to have this, because it is showing up in your immediate present. Whatever this is here, this Page of Cups, right? And I feel like it's more of a friendship, which is interesting, because I have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups normally means like an adult relationship. And I mean adult as in, a little friendly time, you know what I mean, right? And then I have it here with the Page of Wands. So perhaps these are in the beginning stages. Perhaps we're going to start off in that friendship mode, right? We're just friends, and it turns into something, because I see that in your immediate present. And then I have here the Four of Cups, which is with the Seven of Cups. And this is one of feeling disappointed, but I feel like this is a disappointment you're feeling in yourself, right? And with it being in your immediate present, and I feel like the disappointment is coming with, you don't have to do all these things. Everything you're dreaming and hoping, right? And perhaps that's what made you take a break, because you're like, as I'm nearing the end of the year, all of these things that I put on my list of things to do is slowed down. I didn't see them coming. That's okay. There's a reason why things slow down. There's a reason why things don't happen right now. It's not meant for you yet. But as you can see, they are there just waiting for you. It just might take a little longer. That's all. Now, I expanded on that Eight of Wands, and I got that of the Empress. Need I say more? Remember, I was saying how some of you, I feel like that if we already have children, there's going to be, and I feel like you already have children, right? So for those of you who already have children, I feel like you're going to hear about another pregnancy. That's all I'm saying. And then I have here the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords. So with this new thing, right? Once we start moving forward, once we start moving past, this energy, things are going to start moving quickly. You're going to feel more energetic. You're going to want to move super fast because you're going to feel like that you wasted all this time, right? You feel like you wasted all this time, okay? And now you feel like you kind of have to start over, but that's all right, because guess where we are? We jump right into prosperity. We jump back where we left off. It's going to feel a little choppy in the beginning because you have to kind of review, but that's okay, because you jump right back where you left off. It's going to take you a little bit to get there, and then it's almost like it's going to whoosh. Got it. Back where I was. Now, when I expanded on that Five of Wands, which was the center of your reading, I got that of the Chariot again. Right? This is in your immediate present. This is rounding up your reading. This is, I understand the yin and the yang. I understand that in order to see the stars, it has to be dark, right? I'm going to ride through it anyway. This is moving forward. This is success. You see, because this Chariot, he's already won the battle. You want to know why? Because by the time he actually got on that Chariot, you know how many times he had to fall off? You know how many broken legs he's had? You know how many times he sprained his ankle? The reason he won is because it's the pure determination of him being in this race that makes him successful. That's why this is a success card. And then when I expanded on that, I got the 10 of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Swords in reverse. What clarity is coming? Ding dong dead is that of, I don't want to be me, right? Who wouldn't want to be Aquarius? Come on. You know what? That's all I have. That is all I have. We're going to be here for 2 hours if I keep going, right? I could talk to you all day. But what we are going to do is we're going to pull an angel card. And this is also energy we want to focus on for the month of November. And somehow these cards know how to round up a reading. So let's see. What did I tell you? Truth. 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 Right? What does it say? Be brave and honest. Be honest with yourself. Tell the truth to yourself. Stand in that mirror and say, you know what? What was my part? What was my part in this? Right? In addition to that, trust in the higher forces. Trust that spirit has you. Trust that source has you. Trust that your shamans are showing up. Trust that you will be successful. Trust that you will get here. Trust that you are successful. Trust that you will make it. Trust that you have the energy to do it. Trust. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful, beautiful message. Listen, I gotta go. I absolutely adore you. I'm hoping that you'll come and see me next month. If this has resonated with you in any way, leave some comments, do a like, little thumbs up, little thing, and subscribe. Listen, I gotta go. I adore you. Bye.